Here we are in the new year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody. So, if you have to look into your crystal ball, what do you predict for this year?
Well, thank you, Massimo, and welcome, of course, to Dante Radio. I like that. I'm not a fortune teller, my crystal ball, but I do speak with a lot of record companies, pluggers, DJs, presenters, artists, all that A&R reps. And there's a lot of music out there which is coming on through. So we didn't quite have a revolution in 2014 that we predicted, but here we are on the cusp of a lot of new acts.
So let's start with, is dance back?
Yes, dance in a big way. Some of the best records of the last year or so were dance. Expect much more. Then one of the singles of last year was Jungle's Busy Earning, Keesa's Hideaway, and new acts coming on through. Well, obviously we've had David Guetta, Skrillex, love them or hate them, but there is a lot more that's going to be coming.
So any names to watch? I dance in the club music.
Oh, yes. And now you see, LaRue was just about everything she did on her album Trouble in Paradise was great. I sent tweets on that, and her musical partner, as was Ben Langmaid, responded to say thanks very much. She's now left, but she's being followed by a lot of others. Let's say Katie B, Jessie J.
So is this music just for the clubs and the kids?
Yeah, a lot of people say that, and not really. Now hearing news of 3 or 4 more festivals that are starting up. We're talking about the US, the UK, Europe, including Italy, actually. So watch this space, more electronic dance music festivals we're starting up this year.
So any names that we have to watch?
Well, more widely than Frank Ocean, we've mentioned before on Dante Radio, has got a new album coming. He's kind of a bit like Prince. Janelle Monáe, who's like the female equivalent of Prince, crossed with Michael Jackson, great dancer, great talent. Watch them. Everyone knows Lordi, the teenage sensation from New Zealand, but in the UK there's FKA Twigs as well, a bit like Bjork or MIA.
So any people who haven't got a good deal?
Yeah, well, yes, so record deals we're always watching for. Sleaford Mods in the UK have got a record deal that they're still building. 2 I mentioned, the Romantic Era sent me some stuff. They're from Pennsylvania. They're a bit like the Black Eyed Peas, more modern, but Calvin Harris, something like that. And one of the Model Society, post-punk from London, had a great single at the end of 2014 called Valentine, and they're ones to watch too.
So I know you don't want to appear like a fortune teller, but why don't you tell us some suggestion? What is the mainstream album we should look forward to?
Yeah, well, some of them are obvious. I mean, Mark Ronson, Noel Gallagher will be back. I'm not sure whether I'd necessarily look forward to those, but they're big names. I'm more excited about Ellie Gouldie. Of course, we're still waiting to hear about Adele, Bob Dylan. And one of the highlights here is a jazz pianist called John Regan, a friend of mine, but also a great artist, and he's got an album coming out in the spring. It's likeable, it's literate, it's cut above some of the rest. Definitely watch that. John Regan, name to watch.
Okay, we will hold you to that, and we will wait and see, verified, if your prediction is going to happen in the next future. How about that?
Well, we'll see. 2015, a lot to watch out for you.
Okay, and Happy New Year to our listener, and Happy New Year to you.
Thanks, myself.